Okay, super. Well, I will call this meeting to order. This is a meeting for the General Manager, Planning, Real Estate, and Economic Development Hiring Panel for May 25th, 2023. We have all members present, including Robin Guest as the Mayor's designate joining us online. The Deputy Clerk has confirmed that we have quorum, and I've been asked to preside over our meetings from a procedural perspective. So before we proceed, there's a motion from Councillor King to confirm the chair.
Thank you, Chair. Be it resolved that Councillor Gower be selected to chair the General Manager of Planning, Real Estate, and Economic Development Hiring Panel.
Okay, is that carried?
Carried.
Thank you. Are there any declarations of interest? Seeing none. Okay, item number 3.1 is confirmation of minutes for the meeting of this committee for February 3rd, 2023. Are the minutes confirmed? Confirmed. Thank you. Item 4.1 is the process to identify a recommended candidate, General Manager of Planning, Real Estate, and Economic Development. The report from the Office of the City Clerk outlines the process for the hiring panel to identify a recommended candidate for City Manager. Pardon me, identify a candidate for the General Manager of Planning, Real Estate, and Economic Development. Are there any questions on process before we resolve in camera to complete the next steps of the hiring process? None? Okay. Then we will move to a motion from Councillor King to resolve in camera. Councillor King.
Thank you once again, Chair. Be it resolved that the General Manager of Planning, Real Estate, and Economic Development Hiring Panel resolve in camera pursuant to Procedure Bylaw 2022-410 subsections 13(1)B, personal matters about an identifiable individual, including staff, and 13(1)D, labor relations or employee negotiations, to undertake the process to identify a recommended candidate for the position of General Manager of Planning, Real Estate, and Economic Development, including the following. Thursday, May 25th, 2023, receive the confidential long list of candidates and confidential interview guides provided by Odgers Bernstein, and direct Odgers Bernstein to make the necessary arrangements for the hiring panel to interview candidates selected by the hiring panel for the first round of interviews. Wednesday, May 31st, 2023, conduct the first round of interviews virtual with the selected candidates, and direct Odgers Bernstein to make the necessary arrangements for the hiring panel to interview candidates preferred by the hiring panel for the second round of interviews. Friday, July 16th, 2023, conduct the second round of interviews in person with the preferred candidates, and direct Odgers Bernstein to conduct reference and background checks on any preferred candidates who may be recommended by the hiring panel. And Monday, June 26, 2023, receive the results of any reference and background checks conducted by Odgers Bernstein to identify the recommended candidate to be brought forward for City Council's consideration and approval. And be it further resolved that the hiring panel shall resume in open session to rise and report pursuant to subsection 13(8) of the procedure bylaw at or immediately preceding the next regular City Council meeting following the conclusion of the hiring panel's deliberations.
Thank you, Councillor King. Is the motion carried? Carried. Thank you.
Carried.
Okay, so we will be now joining Kyle Anderson from the Office of the City Clerk and Margaret Campbell from Odgers Bernstein, moving into our closed session in the caucus room, and the clerk's office will now stop the